Hey there YouTube, Mountain Boy here, bringing you today an unboxing of a SOG Terminus XR LTE. SOG has a number of knives in their Terminus line. The idea is it ranges from everything from a slip joint with no lock to kind of a generic XR lock, and this is kind of the fancier version. This has carbon fiber scales and also has titanium nitride coating on the blade. I've been pretty excited about this, especially after kind of reviewing the Flash XR, which I really liked. I think for the money, I was really impressed with the fit and finish of it and what a quality knife it is. But admittedly, that was with kind of the various sales, that was a $35 knife. And I admit I got this on a 20% off sale, and this was still about just a little bit more than $100. So I kind of feel like SOG is trying to step up in the marketplace. I think they're kind of directly trying to compete with Benchmade and other higher end knife producers. And I think this is kind of an example of that. So let's go ahead and open this up and we'll take a look at what it looks like. Let's see, get it cut open there. Oh, I feel like we should have the Indiana Jones music playing. Oh. So let's take a look here. So obviously we got the kind of milled carbon fiber. We got the rose gold colored titanium nitride coating. These coatings are more than just color, by the way. It's the same thing you might see in your kind of standard kind of DeWalt tool in terms of what they put onto drill bits and blades and other things to essentially make them harder. So when you see that, it really is kind of an added value on top of it. This is a S35V steel, so it's kind of like a stainless steel, fairly kind of high quality. Let's see if we can get it out of here. It looks like the clip is down in the packaging. We'll take the safety tip off. Okay, first impressions are it's really light. This weighs in at 2.2 ounces, so very light. It's kind of meant to disappear in your pocket. It has their version of an axis lock. Not quite as strong as what you see in their Flash AT. That has like a big, huge lockup bar. This just has kind of a pin that's in there. I don't know if you can notice that pin looks like it doesn't quite go straight. There's a little bit of friction on it, not as smooth as maybe kind of on a Benchmade. But let's take a look at it's straight in there, but look at that, that's interesting. You can see the grind of the blade is a little bit off, right? It's got more of an angle on the left than on the right. So let's take a look at how that seems here. Yeah, so you can see kind of a difference in the depth of the grind area with the blade. So yeah, it's definitely kind of ground more on, I guess, the left of the knife than on the right of the knife. So definitely kind of a quality control issue. Let's see. But with that said, it is straight. It's a little rough in terms of deployment, you know, compared to a Benchmade 940. I think this is really meant to be competitive with this, a Benchmade Bugout, right? This is 1.85 ounces, super light, and I'm not sure their carbon fiber version, if it's comparable to this, but very similar form factor. This is just under 3 inches, and I think that's so that it's more compliant in more places, especially in Europe. This is like 3.1 inches. The Benchmade is S30V, so very kind of similar, kind of higher end stainless steels. This is kind of a standard. I think one thing I do notice is, so with the Bugout, you get a fair amount of flex in the handle. I'm kind of curious to see. Yeah, you get a little bit of flex, not as pronounced. You can kind of see in there that the scales are milled out on the inside, kind of a spider pattern that reduces the weight even further. So there's liners in there, and then there's a carbon fiber scale on it, and it looks like the liner is carbon fiber and the scale is carbon fiber. The rest of the hardware, it's titanium nitride to match. That's a really kind of neat process, by the way. It's chemical vapor deposition. So basically they take a furnace, they add hydrogen, they add nitrogen, and they add kind of a titanium solution. It goes in, it vaporizes, very high temperature, and it bonds the material to the metals and actively increases the hardness and obviously prevents any rusting. I don't think you're going to have issues with S35, but it can only help. Nice deep kind of pocket clip. It's reversible. You can see you can place it in this slot. I do like these pocket clips. I thought they'd be kind of weak, but laterally it seems like it's just as stiff, actually stiffer than what's on the Flash. And I've found this to be an excellent pocket clip. Plus I like how kind of minimalistic it is in comparison to kind of SOG's older offerings. You can definitely tell they're kind of shifting from the tactical line to, you know, directly compete with higher end brands like Benchmade and definitely kind of go for the EDC crowd. I think price and value, I got this for what? I think it's MSRP for $150, 20% off, so $120. And the comparable Bugout with carbon fiber is $300. So yeah, there's a lot of value there. Very similar metals. I think having the titanium nitride coating definitely kind of adds value to it. I like how it's kind of a dual, it's a flipper and it's thumb stud for deployment. I don't know, see if we can flip it. Oh, yeah, it flips. So it gives you 3 ways to open it. That's kind of nice. I don't know, I'll have to kind of work on it. I'm not sure what kind of bearings are on this. I'll have to look. It kind of looks like brass bushings possibly in there, which kind of, as they wear down, kind of self-lubricate. Nope, it's ball bearings. I can see them in there now. So yeah, so very kind of nicely executed knife. It'll be kind of fun to kind of wear it, give it a try, and I'll definitely report back and tell you how it goes, how my experience is. Thank you very much.